The first major protests against Argentina's new president, Javier Milei, are taking place in Buenos Aires. Thousands are attending demonstrations opposing his drastic cuts to public spending. Civil groups and trade unions have called on people to protest the economic shock measures. They include a 50% devaluation of the Argentinian peso and getting rid of some government ministries. Authorities say they will crack down on protests and remove anyone found blocking streets. Straight to Buenos Aires, then, where we join our correspondent, Alejandro Robossio. Welcome, Alejandro. Analysts say this is the first test for the president. How big is this protest likely to be?
Well, the leaders of the leftist social movements in Argentina expect here in the Plaza de Mayo, the May Square, around 50,000 people. They are protesting because the new government of Mr. Milei has freezed a social subsidy called enhanced work that receive around 1.2 million people. And above, there is an inflation that is rising up to 200% this year. And they are also remembering the police repression of December the 10th, the 20th in 2001, during the worst social, political, and economic crisis in the recent year of Argentina.
Tell us about these new regulations that the government has imposed that prohibit blocking streets and against the demonstrations.
Yes. Yes. The new government warns that the people that block the street will lose the social subsidy. And there are here thousands of policemen with shields, with canes, shouting with megaphones, not to touch the street, just walk in the sidewalk, on the sidewalk. And in this way, they have arrived to the Plaza de Mayo, the May Square. During this morning, the police has controlled the buses that come from the suburbs to downtown Buenos Aires. They have forced 30 persons to get off a bus because they don't say where they going to. And in the train stations, there were posters and also messages by speakers that the people that block the street, they will lose their social subsidy.
Right, so we saw pictures of the riot police on the streets as you were talking. Those were live pictures there. So we're now a week into this new president's term. He's passed the first of these shock economic measures. People are out on the streets, not many by the looks of things. So how much support does this president have, would you say? What's the atmosphere like there?
Well, 55% of the population has voted President Milei in the ballotage of last November, and they support the first measures of the government, that is a devaluation, the national currency, the second biggest fiscal adjustment of the Argentina's history. But of course, the inflation is rising. He has received of 6% of 12% of inflation only in November, but now this December, inflation will rise to 25 or 30%.
OK, Alejandro, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much. Alejandro Robossio in Buenos Aires.